Most of the Nordic countries do not have large high-rise houses, instead a rustic lifestyle. They ride popular cars that are not too expensive and eat simple food. After 7 p.m., almost all streets are quiet. There is no luxurious life at night, nor luxurious high-end services that stimulate people's nerves. Yet the people of Northern Europe feel very happy. Nordic people often mention the phrase quality of life. Typically Swedes have a maxim. Money is something that can be saved, and time is not how you use your time. The quality of your life will be the same, between a life full of tall houses, wide doors, money, luxury cars, and a life full of husband and wife and children reuniting together in a small garden. The Nordics will choose the second option, because what they want is not material things but qualities. Life that is always in a hurry, busy. Do you think that your soul will keep up with that body? Northern Europeans choose to live a little slower, but they can find true happiness from that way of life. With the natural conditions being a little harsh, this place has given the Nordic people a tradition of thrift. Of course, rice is impossible not to eat, but it doesn't have to be too delicious. Money, of course, cannot be absent, but it does not have to be too much. Even if someone's family has just given birth to a baby, neighbors or friends will bring old clothes that have been washed and smelled fresh for babies to use. This is very normal, and it seems that it has become a long-standing Norse habit. The simple lifestyle of the Nordic people is very recognizable. It shows in the way they dress. The criteria of the Nordics are not important, expensive, but need to be suitable. Women in their 70s and 80s often wear light-colored jackets combined with skirts, feminine shoes and a hijab in the style of the British Queen. They look both feminine, dignified, and do not lose their attractiveness. If a young man, an old man or a girl is walking on the street and suddenly meets a friend, the coffee shop at the end of the street or at the end of the alley will be their first choice. A passionate coffee corner in a quiet space will make the conversation warmer and more intimate than ever. Usually in some Nordic countries the roads are narrow. In urban areas most of them are not straight roads but instead alleys. People here mainly use personal cars. Small cars and bicycles are a means of transportation that we can see people choosing to use to get around the city a lot. All day idle, doing nothing and working all day from morning to night is not a state that people are prioritizing to choose. Their jobs are not too demanding on the time. They can do other things, but they don't choose that way. But they may sit down for coffee, talk to friends, or spend that time reading a book they love. As such, you should think that Nordic people only drink coffee all day. Chat to pass the time. The prerequisite for them to have such a life comes from their attitude and work performance. Don't think about income, but first ask whether you like it or not, because you have to like the job to do it well. And this is also one of the Nordic concepts. So for the Nordic people, work is not a kind of torment. For them the love and effort in the work makes the Nordic people very creative. As such, they naturally have more time to rest and spend with their families. If you look at the Nobel Prize and other prestigious prizes in the world, we will see this very clearly. When there is more time, then Nordic people will enjoy life with vacations. They are famous for being people who love to travel, often go to enjoy beautiful scenery in the country as well as around the world. As long as they have just had vacations, they will enjoy fun days together with their families, swim in the beach, sunbathe, ski, and ride horses. Most Nordic people value the family so much that the husband in the family is willing to cancel meetings and meals with friends after work to spend that time with his wife and children. The first thing after returning home from work is that everyone spends time with each other. They cook together, play and tell each other stories that took place during the day. There are very few people who stay outside. Even if they want to work overtime, Nordic people tend to choose time that does not affect family activities. For example, a husband chooses to go to work early shifts at 3 a.m. because they think it will only take about an hour. The family meets together in the morning, and in the evening, the family will spend full time together, having dinner together. The happiest moment is when the children climb up and hug their father's neck and give them a kiss before going to bed and feel that the moment is a kind of achievement of their lives. For the Nordic man, family and children are not the foundation to help them find success in life, but this is the most important part of their quality of life. So those of us who are struggling in life to be happy, will you be happy? Many struggles with daily life are not enough for us to realize that a simple, low-desire life will bring a peaceful life, and indeed perhaps the Nordic people are considered the most livable people in the world. They live naturally, simply and happily. See you again. Like and subscribe to follow us.